The levels are good. Do you notice how every episode prior to when we're testing the sound, Wilson goes, "Yo, are you sure my mic is okay?" like I purposely sabotage his mic.
I'm not saying that you do it on purpose, but there's been a few episodes.
So you think that
where my sound quality is definitely inferior.
Oh my God, it's not inferior.
Hey,
it's not inferior.
Had to make sure you can see podcasts.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, you get it.
Why you look like you look like Fun from Dick and Jane, but when they went to go rob people.
What are you doing? Take the hat off, man. You got a haircut.
You got a haircut now, man. What's up with you? Oh, Beijing at its finest.
Watch your hands, boy. Might cut yourself, boy. You sharp.
You guys are assholes. Just want to let you know.
Oh, man. Grassroots Podcast, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe. Grassroots Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Be sure to hit the notification button and be notified for our latest to the greatest episodes, as well as sign up for our newsletter, which we should be putting out soon. I know we keep promoting that and it's not really out yet, technically, but it will be out really, really soon with some exclusive details when that is actually released. First and foremost, too, obviously Erin is not here. She is shooting... or working, I should say, Overwatch League New York. Shout out to her and Overwatch. We all play. Well, not all of us. Some of us do. But nevertheless, can't wait for her to get back to hear about that because I don't know if you guys are watching the live stream, but it's really, 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 really dope. I learned a lot. I played the game, and we play competitive on my side of things, and watching them, I feel like I'm not that competitive. There's some things I need to learn, so I'm excited.
Oh, man.
I never played Overwatch.
Me either, so.
Yeah. Okay.
You by yourself on that one, kid.
All right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys a question.
Yep.
Would you guys buy Afterbirth?
What's
Erykah
that?
Badu? You know it.
Afterbirth? You don't know what
That's what it's called?
No.
Oh,
I thought we were talking about Erykah Badu.
No, we are talking about Erykah. Have you guys never seen Boomerang? Afterbirth? No? The famous scene, no one can resist this pussy.
Oh, yeah. No, he doesn't know.
No one... Yo, what's up with... the energy is not where I needed to be today, man.
you said Afterbirth. I'm like, that's disgusting.
Grace Jones, man.
That's Grace Jones.
Yeah, it's an iconic
Grace Jones.
scene.
Nicki Minaj saw her whole character, all her mannerisms.
a little bit.
Not a little bit, a lot of it.
Nicki is a mix between Madonna, Grace Jones, and...
Do you know who Grace Jones is?
No.
Yes.
I can look in his face and say.
It's Grace Jones.
It's the Catwoman, right?
He doesn't know everybody. He doesn't know.
It's fine.
For one, that was Eartha Kitt.
Yeah, it doesn't. He went to his mental Rolodex. But let's give the fans some context. So pretty much over the weekend, I'll say, it came out that Erykah Badu is working on a new perfume line that will be centered and fragranced around her lady parts.
Her genitalia.
Yes. The internet, while most people may think, I guess, that sounds nasty, the internet went berserk because of the fact that this rare substance will now be in bottle form.
It's a rare substance.
It's a rare substance. All right, we back. And these questions are funny. Like I posted it the other day about this whole Erykah Badu thing. The first question that Chris has on this doc, it says, "What do you think it will smell like?
Heaven.
Will you be purchasing?"
Yes.
What do you think the process of creating the scent is?
A lot of nice volunteers.
Yeah. Do you think that will be earth shattering?
It's gonna be great.
How sought off?
Grace Jones better be in that commercial. You have
if you're smart marketing, you have to pay tribute to her. You have to. Like, this is a classic Grace Jones Boomerang. They should do that whole scene over, but like in a commercial form. I think that'd be fire. Actually, I may take that out. I don't want to give that free game out.
I'm here for Mrs. Badu.
I don't want to give that free game out.
I'm gonna hide that bottle too.
But I think honestly, I think it's gonna sell well just off the strength that it's Erykah Badu and all of the mystical things.
That's hip hop's Medusa.
Yeah, that things have been said about her. We've talked about her as being hip hop Medusa. And I thought it was dope that she acknowledged it. Did y'all see the post where she said, talked about how precious her jewels are and how it's able to change and shape men and or break men. She knows she's powerful.
Fam, I saw an interview with the DOC and Andre 3000, and they ride in the car together to go pick up like the kids.
That's wild.
Do you know what kind of power that woman has?
Unity.
I think that it's a really good idea for a perfume. How old are her kids though?
Seven is
7.
Yeah. His name is Seven.
His name is Seven.
Son's name is Seven.
Andre 3000's son, I think he's like 21, 22.
Yeah.
And then the DOC's daughter, who looks just like Erykah, I think she's like 18, 19.
She's opening up her kids to a lot of I smelled your mom's
Yeah.
And then
jokes.
the youngest one is Jay Electronica's daughter. Yeah, she's 11, right?
She's 11, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, my thing is this: it's like you know who your partner is, right? Like they all knew what they were getting into, or maybe they didn't know what they were getting into.
Hip hop's Medusa, man.
That you probably just don't know, and now you're just in a trance. I don't know. I think it's gonna sell well, though.
I think she was on an interview with Power 105 here in New York, and they were saying like, why do the father of your children, they all seem to get along and they all still love you very much? What did you do as a woman to separate yourself?
She already told us.
Listen.
She listened to them.
Listen.
Yeah, that's crucial too. By the way, that's really crucial. Now, what you do with it after listening is important.
Yeah, that's all on you.
Yeah, that's all on you. That's all on you. So, I mean, speaking of listening, did you guys catch the interview with Gayle and Lisa?
I didn't see it.
No, you didn't see it?
What exactly?
I just saw
did
the
she say?
snippets.
Okay, so
You saw the entire interview?
I just saw
The snippet?
the snippets.
She said something crazy.
Well, she asked Lisa Leslie about Kobe's reputation and his legacy, and I'm paraphrasing now, if it would be tarnished because of these his past transgressions, let's say. And Lisa Leslie was basically saying, like, listen, the case was over, it was dismissed, he never got charged, let's leave it at that. And then Gayle has a comeback, and she goes, well, the victim didn't want to testify. That's why the case was dismissed. Well, Gayle, you left out
Well,
a
she
lot
did
of
she
key
have
stuff.
intercourse with a couple men that
Well,
day?
she showed up to the doctor's office with stained underwear, what had another man's.
You know what?
sperm already in it.
He's off.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
Innocent.
what I'm saying is this: that makes no never mind. I think the point that's missed or has gone awry here is the fact that Gayle is sitting in front of another woman who is clearly grieving. Did anyone else see that? You can look. I know you haven't seen the clips, but if you look at the clips, you can see
That was her homeboy, man.
that was her friend.
Yeah.
That's her friend. You're talking to someone who you can visibly see is trying to hold it together. Now, I'm not about to bash Gayle. I could bash her, but I won't do that. I don't want to do that. What I will say is, let's use this as a coachable moment. What should have Gayle done in this situation?
But what was Lisa's response?
Lisa's response was beautiful. She said,
Leave it right there.
she said, as Gayle tried to press it after she said, well,
it was dismissed.
it was dismissed. Gayle said, but you could see how that could complicate how we, I guess, view Kobe Bryant. And she said, no. I know Kobe. I don't know any of the things that you speak of, and I don't plan to honor him that way. Like it was beautiful. That's you're not supposed to do that. And again, if I'm Leslie, I would feel the way towards Gayle, the nerve and the gall of you. You see that I'm sure we've had off-camera conversations like we do with our guests that come on the show, where we talk about whatever is going to happen, right? And that's just in passing or whatever you do, and you can kind of get a sense of the person that you're sitting with. The fact that she sat there, and while Lisa is opening up about something that we're all still grieving with, and she decided to take that moment to ask what she deemed to be the tough questions that reporters are supposed to ask or media entities are supposed to ask. I think, obviously, wrong time, wrong question, wrong place, wrong person, just wrong from you.
the ovarian fortitude of Gayle.
Yeah,
The sheer temerity.
What did that have to do with Kobe's passing and all of the victims lost? Why did you have to bring that up?
Well,
what did it have to do with anything?
Makes us talk about it.
No.
But you're right. But that's what she wanted, and
Yeah.
and that's horrible to want that at this time. It's
Deplorable.
horrible, huh?
Deplorable.
Yeah. Listen, like Commissioner Gordon said, either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Gayle was just a hero when she went at R. Kelly, right? Everybody was like, go Gayle. Gayle was unfazed. When R. Kelly was saying, y'all killing me, and Gayle was sitting there unfazed.
Well, no, they didn't. They said it. No, they did not. A lot of people liked and gravitated towards the interview because that was the first piece that you saw where R. Kelly was with someone credible, where she was she's a straight shooter. Like, you kind of know how her interview style is. They did still scrutinize her because she went at R. Kelly, Robert, and did not. And they kept saying, "Yo, how come you don't interview Harvey Weinstein?" Y'all don't think it's a coincidence that now
Harvey Weinstein's not doing that interview?
But I think,
they're alluding to that she's her. That's Weinstein is her friend. Gayle and Oprah hang out with Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah,
since the '90s.
And Donald Trump.
Yes.
But the funny thing is now that the outrage has struck where she's received death threats and all these other things, which I obviously don't wish on anyone.
Nobody does.
Not another black woman. But what I'll say is that the fact that it took for her, and at least from my lens, it looks like it took for this to happen for her to now interview Harvey Weinstein's lawyer is very interesting. Like, the outrage was, yo, if you're gonna do this, you need to go and interview your boy Harvey Weinstein. That's what you need to do. And then immediately after the outrage, you respond in kind on Twitter and say, "Hey, I thought it was a fair question. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. You tried to go the politically correct route, which this wasn't going to do, because again, these were one of those polarizing figures where you kind of needed to wait. Like, we waited on our episode, and that's just out of respect. That had nothing to do but just respect and understanding that people are grieving, we're grieving, the families and victims of people are grieving. We knew that. The fact that you did not have the foresight to think like that is very telling.
She had the foresight, all right.
Yeah, she did. Her foresight. Yeah,
it was a nasty question, but
it was just.
Sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty.
Nah, not like that. Not like that. I think even on this platform, we pride ourselves in taking responsibility and accountability for the things we say and or the things that are said that are not that you guys as viewership don't hear.
Well,
we take pride in that.
If that's a tough question, then they need, every time Ben Roethlisberger's name is brought up, they need to ask him about all three cases.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because they damn sure bring up Vic already paid his debt to society, and every time Vic gets an award or somebody's happy for Vic, but he killed dogs.
But that's the difference, man.
That's what they do.
It's the fact. Like, you know what? I just followed this guy on
Big Ben threw somebody in the had a security guard throw somebody in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Forcibly. In the bathroom.
Yeah, no, that's...
Dude was a cop. Guy got fired. Tampered with evidence.
Hold on.
Nobody ever brings that up with Big Ben, right?
Yeah.
No, he's Super Bowl champ.
No.
He's one of the greatest Steelers of all time.
So...
Did
y'all see that Gary Owens clip? Everyone see the Gary Owens clip? I'm going to play it for y'all. I'm going to put the phone to the mic so y'all can hear it.
Has anybody else noticed this past week and a half what's going on in the world, this shift in energy? I felt it. Let me tell you something. Since Kobe passed away, between Ari Shaffir and Gayle King, I just want people to realize what can happen when black people really come together. Because black people was like, look, you ain't talking about Kobe. You ain't talking about our hero. Kobe's a worldwide hero. Italian, China, white, black, Latino, that's a hero, but it's extra because he's a black guy. So black people's like, you ain't talking about our black hero. Ari Shaffir didn't value that, what black people bring to the table. Gayle King didn't realize, don't be bad-mouthing Kobe. I just want people to realize how powerful.
Well, I cut it.
As for Ari Shaffir, I think Ari Shaffir First off, not giving him a pass because he's a comedian.
We're not talking about Ari Shaffir. Forget. Or I don't want to
just
talk.
mentioned.
I know. I'm talking about the Gayle part. Just what he was saying.
I don't think he wants to give light to Ari.
Yeah, that's my only thing. Not to not give life to you. I don't want to give life to that.
Kobe's
that's
not the only one that
nasty.
he's done that to.
I know, but that's disgusting. I don't want to
Okay.
I don't even want to give that light.
Just
That's
saying it's not a black
another-
thing.
It wasn't about a black thing. What he was talking about is black people sticking together. He wasn't saying that black people were being attacked. What he was saying is hey, black people, you can be powerful if you guys stick together. I thought that was important. But more importantly, there's a way to convey a message, right? Like there's a way that you do things when you're conducting an interview. I get what you're saying, and I took it like that. Like when I first heard it, I wanted to get the rest of the context. But then when I saw that it was what it was, and then she even doubled down on it, I was like, all right, nah. I was hoping that there was more context. But for her to ask that question, for me, it would question your professional, I guess, agenda. Like you blur the lines there, especially with situations like this.
I don't agree with her question, but if she asks that question, you could just answer it. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting, but it's an easy no. It's not gonna destroy his legacy or whatever else. Nobody's thinking about that. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I just think that the question.
It's a disgusting question.
Yeah. But I'm saying the question prompts more of a reaction than just, that's a discussion. Like that invoked something. That's what Gary Owens was talking about. He said, this is the one time where you could see where people went into an uproar about this because of Kobe, because how he impacted people.
Yeah.
And I just think that I'm all for asking the tough questions. We ask the tough questions on the show, right? Like
Yeah.
we've gotten into arguments with artists on this show. Even with Rico Love, when I was going back and forth with him about his daughter, even though he understood the way I did it and how I was trying to explain it, he understood. He didn't take offense.
Yeah.
We ask those tough questions is the way to do it. And there's a time to do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even 2 days, 3 days.
I mean, for me personally, I get split because I love Kobe, and I think that the question is disgusting. But then there's another side of me that's saying, "Are you not entertained?" Because stuff like that,
I'm not. I'm disgusted.
You got to draw the line
it's
somewhere.
clearly disgusting.
But that's why I don't go to entertainment. I think I go to ill. I feel ill in my stomach. I have knots in my stomach for a number of reasons. One, I'm seeing two black women that struggle in entertainment or just in general in a conversation that is already a very sensitive topic. That's one.
Yeah.
Two, I see two black women that struggle, period.
Yeah.
I also see one black woman saying something to another black woman knowing that she could possibly be affected by it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's entertainment.
Do you think
that could be just two women. It doesn't have to be color. I'm just giving what the criteria is that we're faced with, what the attributes of the situation are.
Do you think Gayle should be punished in some sort of way?
I think she should be coached. I don't think and that's my thing. Like I've seen people promote or before the whole death threats, fuck her up or she should lose her job. I think she should be coached. I think there's times where people in this business, you lose sight of values. You start to run the race of, hey, I want to play content game and I'll do whatever it is. Let's do it for the likes.
Don't do it for the likes.
Let's do it for the likes. And because people do it for the likes, they start to do things that will take away from their credibility as people, as human beings, as well as how they function in life.
But we all know, or we all knew that eventually somebody was going to bring that up.
Of course.
The old case.
You just don't think it's going to be from your own people.
They didn't bring
But
Well, no. Who made that joke?
What?
Kobe made that after the allegation came out. He went out and bawled, and everybody forgot.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know.
But you know what I'm talking about, though. Was it Cat Williams?
I honestly can't. I can't remember.
I don't remember, but even that, that was one of those things that happened. But like we said before, it was how Kobe handled it, right? Like He owned up to it, and he changed. People can change. That's my issue.
I think
Why is it the first thing that happens when you have this intimate moment with someone that you know was in close proximity with Kobe and was working that's what I wanted to say. Kobe was working for the betterment of y'all, for women, like for you, for you, not just for women basketball players, for you, for women to have equal rights. He was getting vested into the WNBA, his daughter, and women to bring light to women.
I agree.
Well,
that's my issue.
I think everybody's issue
my
too
issue.
is you didn't do that with Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas had allegations of messing with some 15-year-old.
Like
nobody brought that up.
Nobody brings that up.
Oh, he was a great actor. He did Spartacus.
It's just
his son was an acclaimed actor. His daughter-in-law acclaimed actress. Nobody's going to bring up Kirk is touching 15-year-olds. Nobody's going to do that, right?
Who's Kirk Douglas?
Michael Douglas' father. He's an actor. He passed away, I think, at 103 or something like that.
Yeah.
But in his younger years, he had an allegation against a 15-year-old. Nobody seems to bring that up. It's a great passing of an American hero. That's what they'll say.
I don't want to get into the. I just
Tit for tat?
I want to talk about the
because in order for me to get up in arms about Gayle, I would have to pretend to myself that she's not doing her job.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That's the only way I can get mad about it.
There's a thin line between doing your job and doing your job right. I don't think that this was the right way to conduct an interview.
I would say it is.
I don't.
I don't agree with her question, but the fact that everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, but just because everyone's talking about it, that's my point. I'm not mad at the question either. I'm not mad at the question. I just think the timing was wrong.
Yeah.
How it was phrased was wrong.
Facts.
And even after you phrased it, you can see Lisa's face. You can see it. She's taken back. She's like, you see her face drop.
Yeah.
You see her eyes move. You can see her hands start to move. You also see her sit up a bit. You can see her be uncomfortable. And I get it. When you're doing interviews, certain times you want to, you're going to have those uncomfortable moments. Mm-hmm. I don't think that this was the moment where you needed to make someone grieving feel uncomfortable about them grieving and almost kind of judge them for putting him on this pedestal of to even grieve. Yeah. That's my issue. But above all, my main issue is the fact that you have someone that passed that was trying to do better for you.
Yeah. I mean,
shame on you. Shame on you for trying to slander that man's name in his passing.
Yeah,
shame on you.
I gotta watch it.
Shame on you.
I gotta watch it.
Shame
she might have had
you.
some mannerisms that might have.
Oh no, it's just watch it. Just watch it. You can see her sitting, and the moment she asked that question, you can see Lisa's face tense up a little bit, but she catches herself, and she immediately answers and said, "No." There was no hesitation. You already knew the moment that Gayle said that, she was on. She said, "No. It's not complicated. In fact, I'm not even thinking about that. I don't even know what no. Yeah. Like, no. That interview goes left. But because Lisa's such a G and she respected Kobe enough to sit there and defend him.
That's her little brother, man.
But that's why you gotta respect it. Anybody else, she could have taken the easy route out and said, "You know what? I don't have to answer that. You're an asshole, and I'll get up." She sat there and said, "No. In fact, I don't know why you're even asking that. In fact, he's actually way better than what you're talking." Like,
gave examples too.
When I pass, I want people to ride for me like that, especially if I'm a good person, and I think I'm a good person. I want you to ride for me because I would ride for y'all like that. I would never.
I don't know if you would ride for me like that. They'll be like.
Let's say if we made it to that those ranks of inshallah. Listen,
this guy's learning.
If you know what I mean? Listen, if
he laid that joint off smooth too.
Listen, when we make it to that point, right? I'll guarantee, but I don't want to put that. But I was going to say,
playing, man.
I know I was going to go down the rabbit hole, but I don't want to take it to the point because then you'd be dead, and I don't want to do that, or I would be dead. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about.
Defending you.
If I died.
Let's say let's put us alive, right? Let's say if we're alive, and something like that happens. Let's say we that happens. If I'm working for another network or whatever, or you're working for another network, I wouldn't expect for you to be like, "Oh yeah, Brandon is he had a car accident and he's a paraplegic, but do you remember what happened when he did X, Y, and Z?" I would never do that just because, again, it's like, why would I do that? Like, I don't. What do you get out of that? And it's kind of stupid. Do you really think the person that you're interviewing is going to talk badly about her friend that just passed, that she's grieving about?
That she was close with?
It doesn't make sense. That's all I'm saying. I get asking the tough questions. I get you having a job to do. There's plenty of times we've talked about the artists that we like, right? There's plenty of times we've listened to music and had transparent conversations, like even with Sai. We've had these transparent conversations, like, you slipping. You should have been putting music out. He respected it because I didn't disrespect him. But he also understood it because I asked the question the way it was supposed to be asked. Not saying, hey, yo, you trash. You haven't put out anything in mad long, and I don't even know why you're here in my seat. There's a difference. And not saying she did that. But that type of emotion can be invoked by the way you say things.
Yeah, I got to see how she did it.
Yeah, I want to see it too. But, I mean, just that clip alone for me, I was very taken back.
Bottom line is, Gayle, you were wrong.
Yeah.
But on the other end, what do you think about Snoop's response?
Snoop Dogg's response?
Snoop Dogg's
This is my
response.
thing.
What did Snoop say?
You didn't see?
Nah, man.
Good Lord, man.
Yeah, I had a very busy week.
How do you do a show and you don't listen to any or look at any of the topics that we're supposed to be covering? Like,
I had a busy week.
just saying, just pointing that out.
He called her a dog-faced bitch.
Who, Gayle?
Yeah.
Well, but even that, I don't promote that.
Well, when he calls himself a dog, can Snoop Dogg get away with calling women bitchs?
Nah, man. I think again, we talked about it early on.
Because technically, if he's a dog.
Come on.
Just playing, man.
I know, but I'm not playing.
I know.
I'm not playing. Not when it comes to that. Like times we have to move differently. We have to move differently.
Yeah, I don't call women that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, really think about it.
Yeah.
If you for why? Why? And I love and respect Snoop. He's a legend, but
Long clips.
and I understand why he's upset. He's a Californian. I get it.
L.A. native,
close with Kobe, of course. I get it, but long term, again, we should be kind of aligning because it just makes more sense. There's strength in numbers.
But he said that he didn't call for violence against Gayle King. He said,
People coming to get you.
Huh?
He said people coming.
Yeah, he said no, but he's right. People are gonna come to get her. That's why she got.
That can have multiple meanings.
yeah, that could come on.
But it could have multiple meanings.
But it does sound bad.
No,
It's
listen, listen
aesthetically,
what I'm
it's
saying.
terrible.
Regardless of what he's saying, he's right. People are gonna come looking, and she went on and said, "Yo, I've received mad death threats. Things are happening. I don't know. Like, what did you expect? He just said what everyone was thinking. That was a bad idea. People are coming from you. Like, he just said what people was thinking. Now again,
You know what's more ridiculous?
What?
The people sending death threats. That's ridiculous. You're sending death threats over a man that you don't know.
But how do you know that some of these people don't know him?
Because if you could act, an actual person who was close to him would not do that.
How do you know that?
That's evidence.
I don't think they would do that.
That's evidence.
How do you know that?
If you're actually going to kill her,
How do you know that? I'm just saying it'd be the closest people. Selena was killed by her manager.
that's true. She didn't send a death threat.
It wasn't.
But how did-
Unless you consider the rose.
It was the president of her fan club.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
Love you, Selena.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Selena was
but-
bad. Now, if she was doing a halftime show,
Oh my God.
You're like,
Yeah. Y'all are stupid.
I like that.
Y'all are stupid.
but I know what she was trying to do because
I didn't know that was a national thing.
They do it in Morocco, but they don't go up and down. It goes from side to side, and the sound.
Oh, so what did her motion imply?
She was
Is it
trying to-
different?
No, yeah, it was different. Even my wife, she was laughing.
Your
like,
wife, what?
What was she doing? Because she's like,
Hold on, your wife's Moroccan.
yes.
So when does she do that?
Like they do that at like celebrations, like weddings.
It's a celebratory thing.
Yes, but you
I might do that.
But it's
Yeah.
right, like
Can you tape it?
I might take it. I might do it myself.
it's from,
you Yo, they gonna kill y'all in the comments. I can't wait. They're gonna kill y'all.
It don't matter. I'll start off every show like that.
No, that's bad. That's pollution. that's air
that
pollution.
halftime show was kind of subpar. Let's be honest with you.
I wasn't feeling it. You know what's crazy?
Janet Jackson died on that cross so they could do it.
Word.
Hold on. She pulled out a boobie.
Yo, they were gyrating on a stripper pole.
Gyrating and a bare boobie are two different things.
No, man. Them
Nah,
hips,
the-
them hips
What?
don't lie. Them hips don't lie.
The boob is legendary. That's a
Oh
legendary
no,
moment. That's
yeah,
a legendary.
but I'm saying
And she
though,
had a pasty on.
yeah.
what cross would Selena and J.Lo die on for
It wasn't Selena,
gyrating?
it was Shakira.
Yeah.
It was,
Oh, I said Selena?
Yeah.
I can't get her off my mind.
Yeah. It was Shakira and J.Lo, and they're gyrating. They banned Prince because he had the guitar and the silhouette made it look like a male phallic.
Well, he did that on purpose. It's Prince.
Did he? He was being artistic.
Come on, dude.
He was doing art.
Yeah, he did art, all right.
He was doing art, man.
Oh my God, I don't know. What else is there going on in the world?
A lot of stuff going on in the world. Didn't we have a third topic?
I mean, we did, but
Oh, what was it?
Oh my God, this is dead
No,
air.
I forgot too.
Note this.
this isn't dead air. We're talking to the fans. They're seeing us through the process. Stop
Through the
messing it up.
process.
I really can't find the doctor.
Listen,
though.
let me tell you something right now, okay? Look at me. Kids, Janet died on that cross, so those ladies could do that. All right? That was a subpar.
They didn't do anything wrong. Why do you keep saying that?
I saw a lot of people have a problem with them for the halftime show, though.
I saw somebody write something about crotches, but it's like, what crotchless person wrote that?
That's what it was. It was like
Who doesn't have a crotch and who has problems with
it
them?
was someone that
Who has a problem with crotches?
Who said that though? Someone did have an issue with that because they grabbed their crotches at the end or whatever. They were like, "Oh, that should be boycotted" or something like that. I read something like that.
Who are these people?
I don't know.
Ran.
There's a lot of people suing.
Oh, that's what it was. A lawsuit.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
somebody
a
had like
lawsuit.
one for like
Somebody-
a few trillion.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like $867 trillion.
Yep.
Do you actually think, Nimrod, you're going to get that money?
That's more money than the U.S. has.
Yeah, we're in debt $22 trillion.
Yeah.
But the NFL is going to come up with $867 trillion? Or they're going to settle for $100 trillion? Idiot.
and then get jerked after taxes.
Walk away with 50 trillion?
Yeah, 50 trillion, something stupid.
Fucking stupid idiots.
Yeah, makes
50,
no sense.
50 trillion is still a lot of money.
They don't, the NFL doesn't have.
If we're looking at this, if we want to put this in perspective,
That amount was 867 trillion.
867 trillion.
even if you get 1 trillion,
Well, they were aiming high to still come off
Half a
big.
trillion.
Yeah, they were still that's
Stupid idiots.
That's a wide.
What a bunch of stupid idiots, man.
Yeah, that's a wide gap.
Speaking of news, Jay Electronica is dropping an album.
I forgot about that.
He's
That
about
is
23 years too late.
Yo, so
No,
all
he's
right,
not.
let's hold on.
do you think that is? Do you think it's in connection with the perfume?
I don't think so.
I think so.
No.
Buy a bottle, get a free album.
Yeah.
It's electric.
Can we call it?
Yo,
Can we call it Badu's box?
But real,
Let's make it clean.
Let's make it clean. Badu's box. But do you think about it? How do you give out samples of Badu's box? Think about it. Like if you want to give out samples, like you buy.
Well, in today's day and age, I'm afraid to take one.
Yeah.
Yo, fam.
There you go.
See how I
There
cleaned
you
it
go.
up? There we go.
I see where you're at. All right, but seriously, so Jay Electronica went and took to Twitter and addressed that he finally will be putting out an album. I think I believe it just because Hov tweeted and confirmed it. He liked the tweet or something. Yeah, that was confirmation. But if Hov did not like that tweet, I would just probably skip over Jay Electronica's tweet and just keep it pushing. I don't believe him. I haven't believed him in years.
I've never seen a rapper just be on the bench for so long and keep a deal
And yo,
with no mixtapes, no songs, no nothing.
I want to talk to him so bad.
But he got lucky with Hov. Hov's new enlightenment and everything. Hov's like, I can't let this dude go. He actually says stuff on records.
But is it he can't let him go, or he sees the potential?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
because you look at Hov's 444.
there's got to be
That's
some.
right up Jay Electronica's lane.
Yeah, but there has to be
Alley.
some level. Think about it. How long has Jay Electronica been on the
Since
on the
Exhibit
bench?
C?
Exhibit C, right? Or yeah.
Exhibit C came out, what, 2002? 2000?
Came out.
I want to say 2004.
Hold on, more importantly.
I want to say 2004.
Hold on.
09?
Yeah, 09.
That's how far?
Wait, no.
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 Come on, Chris. Get it
Yo,
together.
It might have been.
Signed to Rock Nation.
When did he sign to Rock Nation?
09.
And when did he get with Badu? Those two things might.
Oh, 2009.
They might cross.
Hold on, wait. What's happening?
Wait, 2009, Erykah Badu?
Hold on, let's hear. No, he's not talking about Erykah Badu. What are you saying, Chris?
No, I'm saying-
One child together in 2009.
The two are related.
And
His infinite record deal.
Can we hear what Chris is saying? Could you? I can't hear what he's
Well, I'm
saying.
doing it while he's doing that.
They
Why
can't
you so
hear.
amped?
Why you so amped? It has nothing to do with Erykah Badu.
both Exhibit A and Exhibit C came out in 2009 too.
Badu's box.
Am I bugging? Damn.
I thought it was later than that.
I thought it was later than that too.
It's
but
that
even
juju,
still,
man.
It's 2020.
Yeah.
Regardless, 2020.
11 years in between, man. 11 years.
Like, that's a. I don't
Huge
know
gap.
whether to be astonished, baffled, or intrigued by this.
Be all of the above.
I am.
Think about how young you were
Yeah.
when that came out. Nas was 50.
But I remember, I remember when, Nas is really Morgan Freeman. But I remember.
Nas is Nosferatu.
Who's
Nosferatu?
that? No, who's that? I don't know who that is.
Nosferatu, the famous vampire?
I don't know who that is.
He's I am Wilson. That's Killabh BH. I'm John Spade.
We never even introduced ourselves.
Nope.
No, we didn't. It's
Brandon
fine.
slipped, but it's all right.
I did.
New viewers are like, who the are these guys?
Word.
Who's that guy in a cheetah hat?
Hold on. So that's what I want to say with J.L.E. Why do you, outside of that, because from, let's say, a label perspective, they clearly see something in this guy that they've held on to him from 2009 to 2020 and are now releasing a project. And like, he's confident. Like, there's like the net went. Like, as soon as he tweeted that, it's like, oh my God, it's here.
Well, I think now's the perfect time because you got
What does a modern day J.L.E. sound like? That's a wide gap.
the same J.L.E.
He's a Shriner.
He's always been a conscious rapper.
He has to be him and Hov are Shriners.
But
Yeah,
here goes what I'm saying though. Hov did 444,
Right.
very mature album. Kanye West, Jesus is King. This is the perfect climate for him to come in and succeed and swim. Before, who was out 10 years ago? Lil Jon, tearing it up. Lil Wayne out there tearing it up. He would have been on his own boat.
Yeah, but I also feel like
I think it would've sank.
when you miss that amount of time, at least I've always felt like this. I've always felt like when you miss this amount of time, you make it more difficult for your comeback. Like, you know how it's the same thing when artists retire
To
or
me,
they
he never
put out.
dropped though. It's not really a comeback.
Yeah, but he does. He's
Still a debut.
I
He
understand.
had to be
that.
doing producing, right?
I don't know what he was doing, but
No.
my thing is this: is that the fact that he. Like, J.L.E. had a buzz as if he put out an album.
He was nice, man. Exhibit A and Exhibit C.
But that's what I'm saying. The way that you look at J.L.E., it's almost like you can't even look at him like a wasted talent just because he's done things. But I just don't feel like it was of that level of importance to hold out from 2009 to 2020 when we've had this before where he's come on and said, "Yo, I'm almost there. I'm cooking," and it's like he's pump faked so many times. I don't want to get out of my bed to go and check for it, but if I get it, I'll be excited for it. Kinda.
It's gonna come.
He's right.
I feel like it's coming now.
He has to be a Shriner.
It has to.
That's it. You know what a Shriner is?
I know what a Shriner is.
You know
What is a Shriner? You said this like
Shriner,
6 times.
Shriner's a 33rd degree of Freemasonry.
Yeah.
Hov.
Why do you know this?
Hov has to be a Mason, and I think Jay Electron's a Mason. I think
Okay.
they're just two friends, and Hov is just like, "Yo, man, whenever you ready."
So you think it's a Masonic connection?
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
I just wonder what the music's going to sound like. I wonder what a J.L.E.
Yeah.
interview sounds like. I wonder who's going to get the first J.L.E. interview. I wonder, even though if I'm a betting man, it's probably going to be Rap Radar. Shout out to B. Dot and Elliot.
Yeah, you ever come across a dude that just casually says he's a Freemason?
No, you won't casually hear somebody say that.
I've come across one
They're probably not.
at our.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You come across one of those.
Yeah,
you start
yeah,
asking
yeah.
them questions, then it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you're lying.
You're not a part of that.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I was gonna joke around and say I am one, but then I might not make it next
no,
week.
No,
do that.
yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do
Because
that.
somebody will press you.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
I know real Masons, and they will press you.
I know.
Very quickly. Very, very quickly.
You start fumbling
I'm with
on the
that.
questions. You're like,
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no fumbling.
And don't get
Rumbling.
and don't get that handshake wrong. You get that handshake wrong, you got a problem.
You know that?
Yeah, it goes.
Yo, what the?
Yeah, if y'all couldn't see him,
Yo,
that was crazy.
Yeah.
That's the handshake. Nas, we should make that our handshake.
No.
Brandon, you're welcome to join in.
No, I'm cool. That's not my handshake. I'm good. That's a wild handshake.
We're going to do that handshake by the end of the show.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
No.
What else is happening in the world? What else happened this week?
You really want to know what happened, man?
Yeah. What else happened this week?
The NBA happened. The NBA refs. You want to touch that?
I mean, we kind of can.
Yeah, be careful.
I am going
Kind
to.
of can.
I just want to say, this is all regular Nas. This is all me. That call at the end of Portland, Utah. Listen, for you guys listening, if you have a job to do, be the best at your craft. If you're listening to this,
strive to be
the best.
Strive to be.
Because you can't just. It's a terrible call. And I got ridiculed because I said Stevie Wonder could have made that call, and somebody on Twitter said we need to retire that joke. Yeah, and I thought like,
That joke's pretty insensitive.
Yeah, that joke is very insensitive. That's horrible.
Oh, well, that's what we're doing.
Got him. Set him up. Set him up. Can't wait to see the comments on that
Y'all
one.
saw his mustache beard combination?
Who?
Stevie's.
I'm not doing it.
Did you
Yeah.
see it?
I ain't gonna lie, Stevie does need
He
to cut.
cut that himself. He
cut.
had to have. And somebody was like, Stevie, it looks great.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, yo.
Honestly, do you think it's by choice that he still has his dreads, or he thinks that it looks good?
I don't think that he knows what bald looks like. So he's just like, I got hair.
Yeah,
I'm not bald.
Yeah, as long as I still got hair, right?
He's like, what the? It's bald.
But he got to feel that shit. Be like, wait, why the? And then he's like, oh, and then he gets back here to the tip of his hair.
He never knew where his hairline was.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nah, you had to go up there.
Nas wishes he was Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder is a musical genius.
He is. Don't ever get that mistaken.
He's allegedly blind, though.
Yeah.
And lastly, because I know everybody's listening, we're kind of jumping around from topic to topic. 45 was acquitted, and people lost their mind.
Who's 45?
Oh yeah, that's right.
No collusion.
No collusion.
Oh.
But we knew that was gonna happen. We said that.
So this whole big thing
This whole thing
was a sham.
You know what this is? Look at how this works. This whole thing is what Gayle was insinuating about the Mamba. Putting that little asterisk on someone taints their longevity and how they're viewed in the future. So, in layman's terms, the government knew that they weren't going to impeach Trump. They knew that they could never do that. But the fact that Trump had to go through an impeachment trial puts a negative asterisk on his presidency.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. He will forever be known as the president that had to go. It's an asterisk.
He will be
I
forever
don't think
known.
so.
He will be forever known.
Are you crazy?
As,
This will be in the history books. What are y'all talking about?
He will be forever known as Teflon Don.
No.
You tried.
No.
You tried
Nope.
Everybody tried everything to get this man out of office. No collusion.
They
acquitted.
they
And your man
still-
who got on the witness stand, you're fired. Go home. Call it a
Well,
day.
that was the one thing I thought about.
Call it a day.
All of the whistleblowers.
Call it a day. Pack it up.
Yeah, they're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah. Pack it up, man.
They're gonna have a hard time. But yeah, I didn't foresee him
bet
getting
against me?
impeached. I didn't see him getting impeached. I knew that wasn't happening. They just wanted to taint his presidency, and that was mission accomplished.
No, it's not.
It was mission
Because
accomplished.
he's going to repeat. He's not going to get my vote, but he's going to repeat.
It's not about repeating. Again,
Yeah.
they knew that he was going to repeat. They knew that they could not impeach him.
So, Brandon,
But-
what's
This
the
makes
point?
the Dems look a little bad, though.
Thank you.
I could have sworn I just said that. The point is not about anything else but putting a negative asterisk over Donald Trump and his historical presidency.
Absolutely.
That's it.
But I think him beating it doesn't put that asterisk.
Nope.
What do you mean? It does. It 100% puts that asterisk because he still had to go through the proceedings.
Nah, he was Teflon Don. And he's going 2020 in the bag.
Because if that's an asterisk, then what is Bill Clinton's?
Yeah.
An asterisk.
That's got to be something bigger than an asterisk.
Anytime you think of Bill Clinton, you think of he was the first air quotes black president, and
I hate that quote.
I hate that.
I hate that quote.
I didn't say that.
I know you
made
didn't.
it up.
I know you didn't.
But what I'm saying is, you think of that, and you think of the Monica Lewinsky scandal. Correct me if I'm wrong.
And we got to stop saying that
those are
he's the
facts.
black.
If I'm wrong.
Those are facts.
And that's my point.
We
That's
got-
my point.
We got to stop saying he's the black president because he smoked weed and cheated on his wife.
I never like that. No,
That's why they say he's the black president.
Nah, they say it because he played the saxophone.
No.
Like a black guy on Arsenio.
They said because he is known to take to black folks and be within the black community. But to Naz's point, that's how I read it. They highlight that in a negative way when you say that. But that proves my point of they just wanted to put the asterisk for whatever reason. That negative asterisk over a president's name means something in the Oval Offices and in governmental structure, I guess. It means something.
Yeah.
For us as civilians, we just look at it like, oh, y'all missed it or y'all dropped the ball. In that world, it's a negative. It's a really bad.
No, I agree with you. I think that I agree with you 100%. They wanted to put that asterisk on them.
Yeah.
We just take different paths on whether they succeeded with that or not.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
Because now in 2020, at the end of the year, the Democrats have nobody to go against him.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. They're going to try to put Bernie up, but Bernie already had the health scare. Joe doesn't know. He can't. The brain and the mouth are not connecting. Because he's stepping.
Hey, yo, you know what? I love him, right? That was one thing that I'm noticing. Like, he was very, very sharp with Obama. But was that the Obama administration making him sharp? Or was he just sharp? And now, because he's on his own run, it's like, all right, well, maybe I kind of thought what I was doing from a vice presidency perspective, but now I'm trying to be the guy. And maybe I don't have all of
You're not built for it.
Yeah, like
He's just been saying a bunch of weird stuff.
Exactly.
I'm disappointed in him. Honestly, I'm really disappointed.
So
in him.
who did the Dems have?
Oh, no one.
Because Elizabeth Warren,
She's not.
she's not doing it.
She's not.
Then you got the billionaire.
The closest was Sanders, but again, the health scare that hurt him.
Yeah.
That hurt him.
Yeah.
If that health scare isn't there, I think there would still be a health scare. But again, there wouldn't be an asterisk over him when you look at him. But when you look at him, you see the asterisk.
The Dems,
that health scare makes you scared because if you look at all of the other presidents that go through it, they go in young and they come out looking old, even if they do one term.
yeah,
That's true.
Because it's a stressful job.
Except for Donald. He still looks sharp. He is not. It is not aging him.
Oh no, you wildin'.
No,
You
it
wildin'.
is. That tan. You saw that tan line?
You can see his face.
That spray tan
you can
line.
see his face. He's aged.
He's like
aged.
it's photoshopped.
Yeah,
it's like, nah, bro.
It's aged.
That's you, man.
That job, which like anything, think about it. I was having this conversation with somebody, but think about it. Me, and all of us were working, right? And we go from doing a show to going to the Oval Office and having to be the free leader of the world and call
The leader of the free world.
Leader of the free world, and having to
He's also
make
the free leader.
and having to make these really big I can't, for lack of a better decisions, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Making these like life-altering decisions, meaning bombing, assassinations. Then you got to think about all the stuff that we will never ever know about.
There's no assassin.
He might not look at it like that. He just
doesn't-
walks in.
No.
The U.S. does not engage in
Do it.
assassinations.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sure, it sounds good.
Come on, man. He have nobody.
Well, while it's Black History Month, we wanted to take this time out to start highlighting some of our Black creatives. So first person we have that we'll talk about this week really is Shirley Ann Jackson. Dr. Jackson conducted breakthrough basic scientific research that enabled others to invent the portable fax. Touchstone telephones, solar cells, fiber optic cables, and technology behind caller ID and call waiting. So definitely wanted to highlight her. And I think we're going to do a lot of this throughout the month, right? Michaela, yeah, I think that's the plan. We started to do this before, and then obviously we just got bogged down with us not knowing how hectic this was going to be. So yeah, I want to start to do that. And then what was the other thing that happened?
I've been hearing a lot of talks. Do you people questioning if we still need a Black History Month at this point?
American blacks, we
What do you
are
guys
history.
think?
We are history. We don't
Because you
need-
got to think about it. Like, Black History Month was created when there was no internet. There was no easy way for people to, do research to actually see what Black people have done.
We have contributed this unlimited things to this country and to the
Yeah.
world. And like, you can't just relegate it to a month.
That's
It's-
my only thing.
Our history is
That's
way
my only
bigger
thing.
than that.
I always felt like it should be something more at this point.
Every time you open a fridge, you stop at a stoplight.
I feel like
you make a PB&J. You put on a gas mask.
Yeah, like I just feel like there's so many things that happen in this world where the awareness is there, where you know that there's an issue, but that won't change, and I don't understand it.
You use a water gun, the super soaker.
So do you think there should still be a Black History Month?
No,
or?
it should be taught.
Not you, Naz. I was asking Brandon.
I mean, I'm of the belief I'd rather have something than nothing. While people will say, "Oh my God, it's just a month," and that's disrespectful. Yeah. I'd rather have that month. So I can use that as a pedestal to turn that month into 3 months to 5 months to a year into something greater. Yeah. I think the month needs to be utilized differently. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Actually do something.
Yes. I think the month is not utilized properly.
I agree.
The cotton gin.
So you don't agree?
The AC.
Yeah, come on, man.
Even though you can't keep it on for that long.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We are American history.
Yeah, I think so. Well, like I said, I with even going back to Kobe, and we all agreed on it. There's something happened with Kobe. Like I think he inadvertently changed the league. I think you're going to see players ball harder. I think you're going to see a lot more intensity. I think you're going to see, even with the missed call with the refs, I think they're gonna buckle down on that. Like they're going to start to clean up that sport. But by what they do, I think everyone will follow suit. Like, do you notice that everyone now is doing a Kobe tribute? That's big. UFC, NFL, obviously NBA. In Italy, they rebuilt the park where he practiced at and did a whole mural and did the park hadn't been touched for years or something like that. Like, I can see this going into greater pastures, I think. Yeah.
I just want to let everybody know a little piece of Black history that they may not know about, okay?
Okay.
Henry Johnson, World War I soldier, fought off about 20-odd-something soldiers, German soldiers, by himself. Mm-hmm. Okay?
How?
Because he's the man. Right?
I need a little more information than that.
A little bit more information.
How do you do it? What do you do with a bayonet?
A bayonet in his bare hands. Because
he was black?
Yeah.
They didn't even give him the best gun.
And no, they didn't. The U.S. government gave him, they issued him a rifle that was only French parts can be used, the French magazines for ammo, and it didn't fit. So the magazine couldn't go in the gun, so he had to use the bayonet and fight off the German soldiers.
Hold on. So you're telling me this man killed 20 German soldiers with a bayonet?
Yeah. Let me get it together.
He'd probably be nice in Call of Duty.
Yeah. Was he John Wick?
No, because he was a
Jerome Wick.
Who is Jerome Wick? I'm trying to get the incident. So, oh my gosh,
Jerome get more time than Brandon.
Yeah, facts, and more bodies. Bayonet.
Because he said he died poor.
Yeah, I need some.
Yeah, we need more.
Yeah, you can't just tell me this black man killed 20 motivated German soldiers.
You're really doing us justice right now.
Yeah,
by the way,
I'm not, because I'm trying.
What did they have during that time?
Muskets? With your accurate depiction of black people on this program right there.
How's it? I'm just letting you know. I'm trying to get the facts. So
I'm joking. I know you're under pressure. You didn't act like this when you didn't have a hairline. I just want to point that out. You didn't act like this. You did not act. You were way more quick. Yo, the moment he got a hairline back, yo,
this boy came in here sharp.
He makes me miss my hairline.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't find.
He's not even looking at his phone no more. He's just taking in the compliments. He lost track.
He's fake scrolling. His screen is black right now. There's nothing on his screen.
Hold
on, because you're not finding this.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're not. It's fine. Just put your phone down.
Give him the mic because I'm trying to read and get the information.
How did Luffy end up on the show? Go ahead, Luffy.
I'm sorry, but I actually know this story. It was part of a Harlem regiment.
Harlem Hellfighters, right?
Yep. That went over, and they weren't allowed to fight with Americans. So they gave that regiment to the French. While they were protecting the French, he killed, I think 20 is a stretch. I think he killed 12 soldiers with his bare hands. He had injuries. He had
20 sounds better.
20 may sound better, but I think it was 12.
No. It says
24.
It saes 24.
24.
Shout out to Kobe.
When he came back to America, that whole regiment.
He's not using Google. That's from off the top.
Yeah.
Bodied you.
I used to teach history for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means shut the fuck up.
Let him finish, Brandon.
When they came back, they weren't awarded anything.
Right.
And he died poor and lonely. And they didn't award him a medal until
2007.
Yes.
French gave him that award right away, right?
Yep, the French gave them an award, but America told the French not to give them awards because they didn't want them to believe that they were equal.
See?
Now, hold on. Now, you said they killed him. He killed 12 men with his bare hands.
24.
24 men with a bayonet and a knife. And the Germans...
Y'all do realize
What were they doing? Sleeping?
You do. Hey, I just want to be clear. Hold on. You do realize that they can't really hear him over there. Like this.
And his nickname was Black Death, by the way.
Hey, that is a dope nickname, and I'm only going to answer to that from now on.
Y'all about to mess up what we're doing here. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just
Call
leave
me-
it.
call me Black Death.
This wasn't designed for that. Just move it back.
here,
It's
I'll take
fine.
Naz.
It's fine.
So he killed 12 men,
24.
24, maybe not all at the same time.
No, it was in one night.
He killed 24. Were they sleeping?
No, they were attacking the French regiment.
He just said they were attacking.
He's a G.
Did they have guns?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Didn't matter. This man's Black Death.
What are you trying to get to?
He's actually a legend amongst Germans. They came up with a nickname for him. I forgot it off the top.
Now
of my
thinking
head.
about
Hold on.
isn't that based off of Inglourious
time out.
Bastards? The guy Donnie with the bat didn't it?
No.
Donnie's made up.
No, I know that, but I could have sworn that.
Johnny is made up.
Listen. No, for real. I could have sworn that
Damn, I have more questions.
making Inglourious Bastards stemmed off of that character. Where did Donnie come from? I could be,
Quentin Tarantino's head.
I could be bugging, but I feel like that came from some historical place.
What terrain were they fighting on?
Why does
all
They
this
were in the
matter?
trenches.
Yeah.
This matters because if there were guns, come on, we all play video games. If you're out in the open,
This ain't
and
no
you got
video
nothing
game.
to duck behind.
It's Henry Johnson. Ain't no video. It's Black
Yeah,
Death.
this is about Black history.
Ain't no video
It's
game.
not about video games. This really happened. Why? See, that's the problem. Why are you trying to take away from this moment?
This is Black Death. Y'all need to
Why?
Google that. That's Black Death, dog.
This is what I'm talking about. All right.
He came back to Harlem poor and nobody cared about him. French celebrated him. It's all his own country. It ain't no month. It's a whole goddamn year. We helped build this motherfucker, man.
You're triggered.
Yeah, I am triggered right now.
All right. Well, that's our program for today.
Shout out.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Let us know what you think about all of the topics. As always, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification button, and be notified for the latest and greatest episodes. And that can be found on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Also, like I said in the beginning of this program, be sure to subscribe to the newsletter. I know we didn't introduce ourselves just because we wanted to kind of get into things. So again, I'm one of the hosts, Brandon Killabh Hall.
I'm young John Slade. Yeah, you
John
know.
Slade. Wait.
You don't know that. Go ahead.
Last Action Hero.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
John Slade?
Nope.
That's
Nope.
that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. That is so John Slade. No?
I'm gonna get you, sucker. Yeah.
Wait, what was the
Keenan's name was Jack Spade.
Jack Spade. That I was confused.
You don't know. Come on, man. Go ahead. Say your goodbyes.
Did he get it right?
Yeah,
No, he
I
didn't.
got it wrong. I got it wrong.
Ah.
This is I was on a 4-week stretch of getting them right, and I messed it up. Damn it. Go.
What's happening, Captain?
Go.
I'm Wilson.
And we out. Peace.
Grassroots.